For most comedians, the goal is to get a laugh. For Rowan Atkinson, it seems to happen naturally. Whether he's on a talk show at a public event, or simply telling a story, he has an incredible ability to turn ordinary moments into comedy gold, and the best part, nobody ever sees it coming. It starts innocently enough. A normal interview, a normal question, but watch closely. Because in just a few seconds, everything is about to go off the rails.
What would Mr. Bean reckon to all of this Formula One malarkey?
Yeah. Well, he would enjoy it very much because he's a car enthusiast, as you know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had some magnificent cars, didn't he?
Cars, then he'd enjoy it. But anyway, it's fantastic to be here. I'm a guest of George Russell, which is, it wasn't planned for me to be here on a weekend, when he got pole, but here we are.
Rowan Atkinson name-dropping. Whatever next?
I know. I'm here as a matter of fact, as a guest of George Russell. So.
Oh, fantastic.
So that's how privileged I am.
You know you've become a legend when people tell you that you look like your own character. Here's Rowan Atkinson telling one of his funniest fan stories.
And he came up to me after a while and he said, "Excuse me, has anyone ever told you that you're the absolute spitting image of that Mr. Bean?" And I said, "Well, actually, I am the actor who plays Mr. Bean." And he said,
Have you ever wondered how Mr. Bean was created? In one interview, Rowan Atkinson shared the fascinating story behind the character that made millions laugh around the world.
Do you remember that night?
Yes, I certainly remember the night. It was a one-off. It was a one-night review, and I was asked if I wanted to do something, and I couldn't think of anything, and I just stood in front of a mirror, to be honest, and I just started pulling faces, for want of a better term, and I just sort of, was doing this... And then there was this idea of having a card. Have you got anything that came out? It's going did a movie quite a while ago called Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Oh, yes.
In which Mr. Bean... and there was a scene...
You're so casual about that. I did a film called Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Well,
Does he look like an even bigger knob if he said, "Oh, well, of course you all know Mr. Bean's Holiday"?
yeah, exactly.
So
I'm
very...
trying to reduce my knob quotient.
The audience thought they were about to watch a regular interview. Then Rowan Atkinson opened his mouth and completely changed the mood of the room.
No.
You didn't. Okay. I got to meet the assistant manager, and I was talking to him about this decor, and I said, this decor's quite something, isn't it? And he said, "Oh, isn't it stunning?" And I said, "Well, it certainly says hello." There's no doubt about that. And I said, "But there's something about it that mystifies me, because I would have thought the kind of people who could afford $10,000 a night for this suite strike me as the kind of people who would want something a bit more subtle, a bit more discreet, a bit more laid back." And he said, no, all the big stars love it. Stevie Wonder stays here.
Few comedians can make an entire stadium laugh. But during the London 2012 Olympics, Rowan Atkinson proved once again why he's a comedy legend.
Now, I know that if you were a presenter on this show, you could just do it with an expression. So, for example, if you were presented with McLaren F1... Think of another one. The imperiousness one gets from a Range Rover.
Ah, right, OK. Credit card commercial in New York a few years ago, and it was a story in which I had to play a bungling British secret agent. And there's this beautiful woman gets out of a limo in the middle of New York, and he sees her. And this scene was when I had to look at her as if I'd just fallen in love with her. Right. And the director said, "Just imagine that you've just seen your wife for the first time." And my wife happened to be on set at the time. And she said, no, that won't work. Tell him to look at her as if she's his new Aston Martin.
Oh, well,
And then it'll work.
oh, that'll work.
And she was right. In fact, it inspired me no end. I looked at her like no woman has ever been looked at.
Really? Can you give us that look? I'm curious.
Yeah. Can I do?
Look at the women melting. Look at that. It's just, oh.
Very good.
Atkinson in die Kamera stellt 3 große
Which one? This one?
Gefühle dar. Die da. Große Gefühle. Freude. Wunderbar, es gibt's. Okay.
Or a more subtle version would be...
Okay.
Most people know him as Mr. Bean. But long before that, Rowan Atkinson was already proving he was one of Britain's funniest performers.
It's 6 half-hour programs, and it's called The Black Adder, and it'll be on towards the end of May, I believe. And we still haven't finished it. So
A touch of the medieval, I would say.
it is exactly right.
Yeah.
It's set in medieval times.
Quite. Don't want to say too much.
No, I don't.
You see your face as your greatest asset, your facial dexterity. Mark how kindly I put that.
Yes, facial dexterity. It's something that I never realized I had until I was about 20, 21. You know, one doesn't like to be labeled a face puller because you feel as though if you have got a face that, you know, that's malleable and can go like that, you know, can twist about. That you feel that people are going to assume that you're just, you know, that's all you can do, and if in doubt, go, you know.
Sounds easy until he starts improvising. One funny face, one unexpected reaction. And suddenly, everyone is trying not to laugh. Even experienced actors struggle to keep a straight face around him. And honestly, most of us wouldn't stand a chance.
Forget the whole thing. I'm going back home with Migsy.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, show me the glen where the kipper roams free and together. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Got too funny.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Oh,
Take it,
sorry.
Forget the whole thing and I'll run away with Migsy or go from the
Yeah.
floater.
No,
Don't
no,
go,
don't.
I'm not interested. I'd sooner go to bed.
So you're going to suffer it again. The bloater.
Before we conclude, let's take a moment to hear from the man behind the laughter. After years of making millions laugh around the world, Rowan Atkinson opened up about a difficult reality even Mr. Bean couldn't last forever.
Where will Mr. Bean's escapades end, do you think? You're not tired of him
We
yet.
had an idea. Should I tell you what the idea
Yes,
is?
please do.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Yes, all right, yes, I will. It was this idea for the last, which we may never do, the last episode of Mr. Bean, is that he's driving along a country lane extremely fast, and he sees this spaceship landing in a field, and he stops the car, and he looks out, and he thinks, what's that spaceship doing there? And he drives into the field with his men, and he stops outside the spaceship. And he looks around, and he looks up, and suddenly the door goes...
Crisis, Baldrick, crisis! No marriage, no money, and more bills. For the first time in my life, I've decided to follow us home. I'll cook this up.
Ah, Dr. Johnson. Damn cold day.
Indeed it is, sir, but a very fine one. For I celebrated last night the...
What?
From Mr. Bean to countless unforgettable moments, Rowan Atkinson has spent a lifetime making the world laugh. And even after all these years, his humor remains truly timeless. What's your favorite Rowan Atkinson moment? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more legendary celebrity stories.